You might ask, what are you looking at right now? And I would have to answer your worst nightmare. These are the beaks of a kraken. To put this in perspective, this is about 6 or 7 feet, this top upper mandible, and this lower one similarly sized. This thing can cut through a car. This is a can opener of death. And this thing can move through the water at, they're estimating some of them at 130 miles an hour, all right? Yeah. This is to scale some 240 feet in length. That's how big this animal is. And if it's 240 feet in length, how big are those eyes? The Kraken eye, a wonder in optics. This has a retina that is over a foot long. This thing can see one single photon from over a kilometer in distance. There is no place that you can hide from this animal. There is no depth, no darkness, no amount of speed, no amount of pressure, no amount of bargaining with an animal that can see this fast, this far, and is this quick and can dive that deep. Eyes that are 5 or 6 feet across. What it must have seen. Why does this animal, this large animal from the depths of the ocean, attack ships? And when does it do it? Well, what I would say to you is sound. If I were you, I would get on the internet and I would Google the word bloop. Bloop is a low, very low frequency sound that has been recorded on a number of instances at great depths. It is not the sound of a hot vent. It is not the sound of a volcano. It is not the sound of a tsunami hitting a shelf and reverberating back. No, it is the sound of an animal. And we think that these animals communicate and are very interested in sound signatures because underwater sound travels a great distance. And we surmise that these ships with the propellers, with any other motors on the ship, generate frequencies that attract these krakens to them. This is the Matsonia. It sank in 1961, rent in half by a kraken. And here we have a kraken, and we've determined that this was the approximate size of the kraken, some 200 feet, almost 1/3 the size of that ship. And this is based on, basically here we have, this is from eyewitness reports where the kraken attacked the ship, at the front of the ship. Very similar, actually. If you were to think of this as a gazelle, where does the lion attack? The throat, right? Here, right? Very similar. Very similar. Again, evidence that this is authentic. And we determined that the size of the kraken was 200 feet based upon the size of the hole that it created in this 631-foot ship. I'm about finding the unassailable, quintessential derivative of reality.